Hello, fun seekers.
Hi!
Welcome to the first show of the day for Stuart and Arnold Knife Throwing, and this is Romance Weekend at the Renaissance Festival. Have I mentioned I'm single? I got a good job. I own my own home. I put the seat down. Now, before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, we feel the need to inform you. My son and I, we travel this great country every year. We go coast to coast, north to south, working at Renaissance festivals, corporate functions, county fairs, pretty much anybody who'll cut us a check. But we would like you to know that this is the place that we look forward to coming to the most, because this is where we get the best audiences. It's true, and we think the reason for that is because your parents and your grandparents were kind enough to take you across the river and expose you to the arts and theater at an early age. So you guys get what it means to be an audience. So let's hear it for our moms and dads, huh? And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to get this show started, we need to bring my son running to the stage. And to bring my son running to the stage, I have in my possession this. The Whistle of Power. You like that? Yeah. Ever since I got it, I've been playing with it. I can do different voices and have a whole lot of fun. Here, listen to this. Simba, remember who you are. This next one is an old school favorite of mine. This is CNN. I will now blow the whistle of power. Then I will point at you. You will shout out, Stuart! And Stuart will come a-running.
Stuart!
Oh, hi, Stuart.
Hi, Dad.
You feel like doing the show?
Sure, why not?
The way we rehearse it?
No.
Oh, it's going to be a start to the weekend like that, huh?
Yes.
Look at this fine group of lovely people.
Hello, fine group of lovely people.
Hello, Stuart.
Wow, aren't they of good voice?
Yes, they are.
We had that conversation about being an audience.
Yeah?
And in the middle of the conversation, it happened.
What happened?
You know what I'm afraid of the most.
Commitment?
No, get the machine.
Oh, okay.
As Stuart returns to the center of the stage, your gaze is locked on him, and I know what you are thinking. You say to yourselves, why does Stuart have a hammer?
Why does Stuart have a hammer?
Wow. Thanks, guys, but you say it to yourselves.
This is not a hammer. This is a cellular phone answering machine. If your cell phone should happen to ring in the middle of our show, we're gonna let the machine get it.
So please, take this opportunity to reach into your purse, into your pocket, or onto your belt. Take your cell phone, turn it off for the duration of our performance. It'll make our job so much easier, and the rest of the audience will appreciate having no interruptions. Now, while you take care of that, we should also inform you that people have come to us and they have said, hey, Stuart and Arnold. Arnold and Stuart. Stuart and/or Arnold. Who is who? How do I tell the difference? So my son had a wonderful idea. He came to me and he said,
Hey, Dad, I had a wonderful idea.
you're not cutting me any slack, are you?
Nope. How about if we flip a coin to decide who gets what in the way of facial hair?
So we flipped a coin. I get the mustache. He gets the chin whiskers, and boy, doesn't he look like his mom.
Hey, you married her.
I was young.
And
I was lonely.
you were
Drunk. But enough about me. What say you to the grand entrance for this portion of the show?
okay.
Stuart will exit the stage while Arnold attains a theatrical pose. All I need is a skull and a gravedigger to talk to, and a lot more people that get the reference. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome with me my firstborn and my only surviving male child, Stuart. Wow, did you hear that?
Yeah, that was nice.
But watch, when I come out, that applause will last longer.
Oh yeah?
Mixed in with the longer lasting applause, good loud whistles.
Really?
And on top of the good loud whistles, the best cheering you've ever heard. Watch, you'll see.
Why?
Stuart, come on, it stands to reason. These people have known me for a little bit longer than they've known you. You just got here. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Show this man just a little bit of your love. The person I believe to be my father.
Stuart, I am your father. Introduce me. It is your destiny.
Arnold.
Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. How totally unexpected.
What?
Hold that. Wow. Seems like some of them have been here before.
I think so.
And for the rest of you, there is an unwritten law that clearly states, when the knife thrower fans his blades or strikes a pose, an ooh is born in the audience. This ooh will begin in the front row. Then it will roll, row by row, reaching the last row, where it becomes a mighty ooh crescendo. So let's try this again.
Ooh.
I have shared with you now the sharp and the shiny. I ask you at this time, would you kindly feast your eyes upon these? Yes, I know, it's amazing what just a little bit of blood will do to the steel. This was my wife. This was my second partner. This.
Faster than the first two.
And so we begin with your sight unsullied by a human being in front of the target board, giving you ample opportunity to watch only the knives fly through the air and impale themselves in the wood. This will cement in your mind that in our show, there will be no trickery. What you see is what you get.
Did you hear that, Dad?
Oh, yeah.
Most of the responses were men.
No, those were women with deep voices.
Oh, just like Mom.
Exactly. My young son will now narrate, and you will better understand every throw that you observe.
Arnold shall begin the knife throwing with behind the back, under the right knee, under the left knee. His personal favorite.
What? No, you don't understand. You see, we have an agreement.
If one of us throws a knife and it doesn't stick in the board,
Then he must give his partner $1.
I'm getting rich. His personal favorite, Dad,
Yes?
board's that way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot.
That's understandable, you're old. His favorite, take two. Upside down and backwards. Right side up and forwards. And finally, two. at once.
Yeah.
Now, yes, you will notice all 8 of the knives are now stuck in the wood.
However, you will also notice that those knives are all over the place.
This now gives me a golden opportunity, for I, Arnold, shall be able to prove to you I could place a knife anywhere into that board that Stuart points. I shall be able to do this from any position that Stuart calls for, and at the same time, I shall be able to hit a manly knife thrower's target.
It's manly!
It's pink.
No, it's Desert Rose.
It's Martha Stewart. All right, Stuart, from what position shall I throw?
Upside down and backwards.
Under the... What?
Upside down and backwards.
That is not what we rehearse.
Too bad.
Upside down, backwards, by far the most difficult of any knife thrower's repertoire. For you see, when I bend over...
Blood goes into his brain. That doesn't happen very often.
As I bend over, the blood rushes to my eyeballs, giving me tunnel vision, making it difficult to discern a difference between the balloon or the boy. Set.
Set.
Stuart, what was that?
It was the wind.
Set.
Set.
It was the wind. Set.
Set.
Hey, that was fun, yes?
Yes.
Was it dangerous enough?
No.
Then let us increase the danger level by increasing the number of targets and also by allowing the boy to throw the knives at the dad.
This is going to be fun. Almost as much fun as choosing his nursing home.
I heard that.
That's okay, Dad. You'll forget soon. What? See?
3 balloons we shall use as targets. The first balloon shall be held down low. The second balloon shall be the first balloon, and the third balloon shall be clenched between my teeth,
Causing him to finally shut up. I get 3 tries per balloon.
I'm getting rich. Hey, that was fun, yes?
Yes.
Dangerous enough? No! And I know what you're thinking. You say to yourselves, come on, Arnold, look at the size of those targets. Of course your son could hit them. Let's bring out something just a little bit smaller, see what he does with that. Yes?
Yes.
Stuart, they agreed with me.
Dad? Dad,
Yes, my boy?
why do I have to do this?
Stuart, it's really quite simple. You must perform this particular knife throwing skill because I cannot. Oh yeah. See, when I was a child working a show with my own father, at one point I would come out holding a carnation. My dad would then throw a knife, If all went well, my father's knife cut the stem of the carnation before the knife even reaches the target board. We call this the carnation cut of doom. You hear that, Stuart?
Yeah.
Now they're just mocking.
What do you mean now?
Oh yeah? Wise guy? Tell you what I'm going to do.
What?
I am removing
Wow.
more than 50% of your target.
All right, Dad. It's your fingers.
Have I told you lately just how much I love you? Yeah, good.
Doesn't matter.
Oh man, you are just like your mother.
Yeah, except I stuck around.
Dude,
What?
that was really cold.
But true.
Yeah.
Set.
Set. Stuart,
Yeah, Dad.
aren't you supposed to put the knives over here?
Yeah.
All right, fine, funny guy. Put them wherever you'd like. however, I'm putting away my throwing hand.
Go for it. Expose those veins. Set.
No. You're supposed to make them laugh. Man, you are in so much trouble right now.
You are.
Set.
No.
What now?
Seriously?
Yeah.
I took a lot of stem off that flower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't ever remember holding something this short.
That's not what Mom says.
Hi, kids!
Set.
Hey, that was fun, yes?
Yes.
Dangerous enough?
No.
Then next time you hold the flower. We would like to share with you fun seekers right now a knife thrower's pattern which has not been thrown by the Arnold family of knife throwers in more than 45 years.
Not since my dad was a teenager.
This knife throwing pattern is as old as dirt itself. Thank you. My young son will now stand completely unprotected. I shall surround his entire body with all 8 throwing knives. At this time, we request silence in the crowd, please. Hold your applause until the 8th knife has penetrated. The wood, whatever. Then feel free to go wild with applause, whistling, cheering. But don't do it for me, no. Do it for Stuart. But when Stuart hears the commotion, he will realize he's still alive. Audience, are you ready?
Yeah.
Stuart, set.
Set.
Man, I'm good.
Oh!
Set.
Set.
Hey, that was fun, yes?
Yes.
Was it dangerous enough? No. Of course not. These clowns keep throwing at each other. Where's the danger in that? Real danger comes when we throw at audience members, right?
Yeah.
Stuart, did you hear that?
Yeah, some of them agreed with us.
That means we get to do it.
Yep.
Now wait, when we said we wanted audience members, we saw hands start going up. Some of the hands went up like this. Other hands went up like this. There are requirements that must be met. First, the volunteer needs to be an adult.
Less chance of us getting sued.
Second, the adult has got to be a female.
We like women.
And third, the adult female volunteer needs to be sitting someplace nice and close. So all I need to do is wander into the audience, look her straight into the eye, and grab the woman next to her. Hi, dear. What's your name? Danielle. Everybody say hi, Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
Danielle, you having fun? Yeah, we'll see about that. Now, Danielle, right now I need you to have a conversation with Stuart while I talk to the audience. What you are about to witness, it is not performed by any other knife-throwing show in the entire world. Stuart and I are, in fact, the only two who are registered, insured, to bring up a volunteer, place her against that board. Now we're going to throw knives at her together. But there's a big difference between the way we throw at each other and the way we're going to throw at Danielle. You see, when we throw at each other, we're standing on the side of the board we want the knives to go into. When we throw at Danielle, I'll be standing on the opposite side of the target to which I throw. My son will do the same from this side of the stage, thereby crossing the knives in front of this young lady's body 4 to 2 inches away. We have rehearsed this knife-throwing skill all winter long, and today we're going to get it right.
Now, for the grand finale, we shall be using a different set of throwing knives. We have a very good reason for doing this. These knives happen to be the largest ones we own.
Ooh.
Audience, are you ready?
Yes.
Stuart, are you ready?
Ready enough.
Ready enough?
Yeah.
Well, that just filled her with confidence. Well, what the heck, let's do it anyway. Okay. Debbie, stand up straight and tall,
Dad.
Debbie. Take
Dad,
your, what?
Her name is Danielle.
Debbie, Danielle, in a minute, is it going to make a difference?
No.
Didn't think so. Danielle, stand up straight and tall. Take your arms, cross them demurely in front of your body. You may close your eyes, Danielle, or you may leave your eyes open. Stuart.
Yes.
This time, let us leave our eyes open.
Okay.
Set.
Set.
Let her hear it. Now wait, Danielle, let me help you off the stage because we don't want to see you hurt yourself. Stuart.
Yeah, Dad.
Danielle?
Yeah?
She was trembling.
Dad?
Yeah?
You were touching her.
Yeah. Hey, that was fun, yes?
Yes.
Was it dangerous enough? No! That's because it wasn't you. But now comes the portion of the show where we certainly hope everyone gets involved. So with good loud voices, if everyone would count with us now, 1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
In all seriousness, yes, he truly is my son, and this is our only job. So if you would like to put a bill or two into the bag as you leave us today, that would be great and wonderful. And as you leave us today, we beg each and every one of you, remember this one thing about your visit with us, if nothing else. You are here for a good time, not a long time.
So make the most of it. I'm Stuart.
I am Arnold, and we thank you.